welcome you in to the Freeport Bubble for Pink the Rink Day for the Hofstra Pride Club hockey team as they're ready to welcome in the Rutgers Scarlet Knights down from the Garden State. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Long Island Sports Network. My name is Ian Binky, and this is an opportunity for the Pride to get back on track in the annual Mina Singer Foundation Pink the Rink game. You'll see the pink jerseys there for the Pride, raising funds for the Mina Singer Foundation. But coming off of back-to-back losses over the course of this weekend, been held to just one goal over each of the two losses to Alvernia on Friday, and last night a loss against Ramapo College, one that they were in it for most of the game. A goal from Brendan Yerkes tied things up, but then 4 unanswered goals to end the game for the Roadrunners ended up putting that one out of reach for Hofstra. But they still have some of the best goaltenders in the game. Jimmy John Picone up over a .900 save percentage after a 50-save performance last night, and they turned back to Spiro Markoulis here in goal today among the Empire Conference leaders with his .910 save percentage. Looking for win number 2 of the season is Markoulis and this Hofstra Pride team. They'll be coming up against, shall we call it, a well-rested Rutgers side that has only played 3 games this season. And it's been a really sporadic slate for them so far. Haven't played since last weekend, in which they lost a 2-1 overtime affair against Stony Brook. And they've really played teams in the tri-state area exclusively. They had a 7-6 loss against Columbia, which they allowed 4 goals in the third period to allow the Lions to come back and get a win in that one. And then also a season opening win against Ramapo for Rutgers. And that was by the score of 6-4. So a lot of close games played by the Scarlet Knights, and we'll see how they line things up here with Jamie Zimmerman leading the way in scoring with 4 goals for them. They're missing some key contributors here today. It's the Pride and the Scarlet Knights coming up in just a few moments on the Long Island Sports Network. Ready to go here in this one. The Pride in the pink and white, the red, or scarlet, shall we say, for the Scarlet Knights. As it's Rutgers winning the opening faceoff, they head from left to right on the attack, immediately carry it in on the left wing. Looking out in front is Egan. Gavin Rieger's pass to him was intercepted. Now it stays down low. There's a shot looking on the near side, but Markoulis there to stop that with the shoulder, and the Pride carry out to center ice with Rook. Then swoop right back in by Zimmerman. Looking for room down there. Jamie Zimmerman, leading goal scorer here for Rutgers with 4 goals for their first 3 games. A shot from the far side from Rieger, knocked off the stick of a Pride defender and out of play. Rutgers coming in just 1 win for their first few games of the season, but They did get that overtime loss against Stony Brook, so 3 points to their first three. Pride looking for points number 3 and 4 in Empire Conference play. Cross-ice feed misses everyone. Now picked up in the corner by David Vaisberg. Vaisberg feeds out in front. Good save, Markoulis on the one-time try right in the middle. That was set up perfectly there for Rutgers and Christian Hoppler. Pride on the move forward with Jordan Cox. Rips one high over the glass. That one nearly bounced back out in front of net. And play whistle dead as it did end up in the side of the netting. Hofstra able to get it out, but not before the whistle blew to stop play in its tracks. Faceoff comes over to the near side in the region of Aaron Rodriguez, the goaltender today for Rutgers, making his second start of the year. Won his first one in that win over Ramapo in the season opener. 86 save percentage in that first game, as this one steered over the pass across, set up perfectly to Hoppler to set up the open net, but he missed the shot. Rutgers buzzing with some early chances. This one stays in again with a good check throw by Dominic Pankey. Shot from the far side. That one's knocked out by Markoulis. It was another chance with Vaisberg in front. Vaisberg lets this one go by him. Hofstra trying to race to the loose puck, but the race won by Kai Inouye, crashing in from the point. Dumped in by Hoppler, down low into the corner. Chris Del Panino there for Hofstra, trying to work it clear, and he does so with a little help from one of his friends on the far side. Reach out stick by Averny Acuna. Keeps it down low into the corner here for Rutgers. Hofstra able to clear out again by the work from Casola. Long pass forward, tape to take to Michael Pantry. Pantry trying to work with Rhodes out in front. That lane closed off quickly. The Pride able to clear. Pass looking up the near side. That does not have enough for icing. Good take back by Cam Kelly in mid-ice. Now he dumps in, chases down low. Gets some help there, but a big check thrown down in the corner with Skiba sending his man to the ice and calling Rodriguez into action for a whistle. Cam Kelly taking a little bit of exception to a late push that shoved him off his skates. Face-off win for Hofstra. Comes back to the point to Danny McCardle. McCardle rips down low, looks for some help there on the dump in, but Rutgers get to it first. McCardle feeds back in from center ice. Good race shown from Brendan Yerkes, getting his first goal of the season last night in the loss to Ramapo College. Just fed out in front again. Yerkes there, but tipped wide. Stick lift from Kelly. Can't keep this one in, but a race down to loose puck at the other end. The win goes to Vincent Smythe to keep it alive. Smythe shoved off the puck by Danny McCardle in behind his own net. As the Pride slow things down here, look to clear out the zone. Sauce feed comes to the near side. Tape to Yerkes, but Yerkes can't settle it, but keeps it in and forces the dump down low from Mozaratis. Spinning off the check, Jordan Cox down in the corner for Hofstra. Looks for the pass in behind the net to Yerkes. Not on the same page there. Possession now with Rutgers. They skate clear. Owen Hogan to the far side, looking to get around the check of Rosa. He does. Hogan in alone, jammed it wide. McCardle forced them into that quick shot. Didn't get the target look that he wanted. Another shot on the far side. Markoulis knocking it away with the stick. Comes down low again to Hogan. Hogan, the wraparound look, save, rebound out in front. Fired off a stick of a Hofstra player and high. Pride desperately forced that one clear. Forwards need a line change. They can race to the bench, but Tim Downs carries it back in again on the move to Zimmerman. Jamie Zimmerman down in the corner for Rutgers. Looking for some room here. Spins back, looks into the slot. Zimmerman with the backhanded move. Feed up top. Patapovich feeds over to the far side. Rieger's effort saved by Markoulis and a whistle here. 15:45 to go, period one. Still looking for our first goal of the game. The last few taken quite a while to get the first salvo. whether for Hofstra or against them, they played some really good defense over these last few games. Need to get the offensive units working as well. Face-off win, a shot right off the draw, saved by Markoulis, left out in the crease. It's a battle for it. Now it sprawls out to the far side. Dominic Pankey had a chance right in front, but couldn't get the shot with enough mustard past Markoulis. Bouncing puck played forward on the far side to Christian Hoppler. Carried into the zone by Pankey, looking for the cross-ice feed that's cut out by Hofstra. And Hoppler resets now at center ice. Move near side to Vaisberg. Into the middle to Dominic Pankey. Pass across. Set up to Hoppler again, but he didn't have his stick ready on the ice. Pankey into the corner. Feeds out into the middle. That's off the skate of Vaisberg. Still in the defensive end for Hofstra. Can't clear. Turned over to Daniel Vaisberg. Vaisberg out in front. Tipped over. Ran out of room for the shot. The wraparound attempt. Markoulis all out of his crease. But the Hofstra defense able to clear. Now they look for a odd man rush up the other way. Nico Buglione in the corner for Hofstra. Can't find a passing receiver at the point. So they reset now at center. Miscommunication with the man in the middle in Nicoloizio. So this is carried forward by Rieger for Rutgers. Rieger takes this down low, now to the far side. His D-men changing up units. That allows Hofstra to take possession and clear. Stick on stick. Buglione able to get possession back for Hofstra. Looking for the link up with James Van Aaron, but that move fizzles out. Set back on the near side to Cameron Egan. Rutgers on the move back in with Daniel Wright. Right on the left wing, forced off of possession for Cox. The captain can't clear out for Hofstra. It's hemmed up in the corner. Glove down by Acuna, but that's a hand pass, as Acuna thought it was played off a stick of one of the Hofstra players, but not to be. Touched up by Gavin Rieger for a whistle. 13:50 to go in period one. Still looking for our first strike of the game. Pantry trying to poke this ahead for himself off the draw. He gets it in deep. Dylan Kinzer there for Hofstra. Forces it over to James Van Aaron, right wing. Attempted clear, gets over the stick of Avery Acuna and down the ice. Feed off the board, settled down to Pantry. Pantry over to the far side as he was a little bit out of sync with Thomas Rhodes. Pantry back to the far side here. Hofstra tries to clear. That's held in by Acuna. Centering feed cut out by Van Aaron as he clears out for Hofstra. His attacking partner tripped up by the referee. Can't give a tripping penalty against them, so play continues on the far side. As this one dumped in by Rutgers, they change up forwards. Trying to break through the contain. Hofstra finding it difficult to do that. Rob Criscolo back in his own end. A move forward, near side with Matt Matarazzo. He holds up, dumps around the dasher as Hofstra changes units. Picked up in the corner by Tim Downs. Physical play there with the stick of Matarazzo, making life difficult for the Scarlet Knights to clear. Now they work on the near side. That's poked away from Griffin Josefek. And now the reset defensive end for Grantis Muzaretis. Smythe. Finds a man in stride, Owen Hogan. Hogan right wing move. Look for the pass out in front. That's blocked away by the Hofstra D-man. Down low behind the net, Dylan Kinzer working to get it away. Looking for the link up with Joey Schnatter in deep. Move around on the far side. Good work there by Hofstra as they carry forward with Cam Kelly. Kelly dumps this one in. Allows Kinzer to chase it down. Good stick work there by Adrian Skiba. Down in deep. But now Hofstra on the take back. A shot from Yerkes. That's blocked off the skate of Downs. Into the corner with Schnatter. Loose puck up at the point. Kinzer keeps it alive. Looks to feed out in front to Joey Schnatter. Schnatter now up top. Cross ice feed easily picked out of there by Daniel Wright as Rutgers able to clear. Danny McCardle working in his own end with Dylan Kinzer. Kinzer, opposite corner dump in as the D-men change up for Hofstra. Some room at the back now for Ivan Pantovic. Patapovic, that's the word I was looking for. Patapovic now in the corner, looking for a feed out in front to Hopler. Hopler works back to Patapovic, feeds it towards the middle. Pankey was there, but the pass didn't reach his stick blade. So that's covered up by Markoulis on the near side post for a whistle. 10:56 to go, period one. Face off to restart play on the left side of Spiro Markoulis. Face off win for Pankey, drives it to the side of the crease, feed out in front. Hopler there again. He's been in the slot all day long, but still hasn't been able to get one past Markoulis. That one steered wide by Pankey. As a centering feed in front, looking again to Hopler. That one missed him. Back in deep here, Pankey takes back, looking for Hopler. His shot goes off the shoulder blade of Markoulis and out of play. Hofstra's going to have to commit some defenders out into the middle of the ice here whenever Hopler's out there for Rutgers. Just time and time again, he's parking himself right in the middle. Figure time will finally yield him an opportunity past Markoulis. You keep on letting him get these kind of chances. After the face-off win, Hofstra tries to clear. Patapovic back on the far side for Rutgers, dumps this one in. Pride look to move forward. That's fizzled out by Egan. Now the setup play to Cox. This one out of the reach of Nico Buglione, but Buglione keeps it alive on the dump in deep. Ivan Patapovic on the take back for the Scarlet Knights. Look to clear up the near side. Zimmerman joining that battle. This one stays in for the Pride. Dean Rosa back on the near side, feeding out in front. Not enough to get that one over to Jordan Cox. So this one taken out by Rutgers on the far side. Gavin Rieger across the blue line, working in, poked away by Van Aaron on the defensive end. Looking for the pass out in front, comes to the near side, and a looping shot gloved up by Markoulis for the stop. This Rutgers team is, as one expects, but consisted heavily of guys from New Jersey. Maybe one or two guys that are from beyond the borders of the Garden State. Pantry down in the corner here for Rutgers on the give from right at the point. Board battle for possession comes loose. Feed over to right. Now he sends it down low towards Pantry and company. Stick lift attempt from Adrian Skiba. Now Pride get possession and carry out of the zone. Aloisio feed to the far side. They carry it in. Onside move. The pass just evades Matt Casola on the left wing. Battle in down low. Pride get it out of that scrum. They want to pass it to Del Panino, but instead Van Aaron working towards the slot. Take it away from him at the last moment, but now he gets it back. JVE looking for their centering feed. Nothing there. Wraparound look. Feeds one, and the shot saved by Aaron Rodriguez. Rebound back behind the net. Pantry takes this down the ice for Rutgers. That pass is intercepted by Chris Del Panino. Hofstra with it and neutral ice. Matt Matarazzo spins, hands to the far side there, but no room to work with Rob Criscolo. Scarlet Knights dump in as they go for a wholesale change. Pride likely want to do the same here as this one flipped with care down the ice. No icing call, and they can get everyone off. Carried in on the near side by Hogan. Oh, and Hogan sets that one out in front. It's still loose side of the net. Hofstra able to get on it now and wait for some up ice motion as this one taken behind the net by McCardle. McCardle flipped on the far side, looking for some help there. Few players with it as now it's steered in towards the net. Schnatter committed to the check, missed it. That creates some space up the other way for Ryan Downs. Downs making his first appearance of the season for Rutgers. Nice feed out in front, looking for Hogan. Goes off the stick as that is played by a high stick by a member of the Scarlet Knights. It was Hogan down in the corner. So this faceoff leaves the attacking end for Rutgers with 7:30 left to go in the first. Pankey winning the faceoff for Rutgers here in neutral ice, trying to carry it in. Comes over to Christian Hoppler on the far side. Now he takes it towards the net. His shot just over the net, missing on the far side corner. Back at the point, Hoppler poked away, and now some room at the back. Brendan Yerkes carries it in. He fires it off the post. Wraparound try. Yerkes back with it on the near side. Yerkes rips one past the shoulder of the netminder Rodriguez. Yerkes nearly goals in back-to-back games, but he fired it off the pipe. Back up the other end. It's Pankey looking for the feed out in front. That one's knocked away as Hofstra able to clear. Best chance of the game for Brendan Yerkes, but now it's carried in by Danny McCardle. McCardle fires, saved by Rodriguez, left the rebound out there, but able to poke it out of danger. McCardle trying the backhand feed in front of net again, this time stifled down by Rodriguez, but a great look for Brendan Yerkes there on that last sequence. Breakaway chance, and he had enough speed to get all the way down the ice. It was a great look for the Pride. But we stay scoreless here. 6:34 to go in period number 1. After the missed shot on the faceoff win for Hofstra, Gavin Rieger tries to clear, but that one ends up in the Rutgers penalty box. So the backup goaltender today, Corbin DiVenuto, hands it back over to the scorer's table. Fresh biscuit tossed over the glass. And we'll reset play here in action on the left side of Aaron Rodriguez. Battle for possession. Rutgers win it, and it's carried forward by Jamie Zimmerman. Zimmerman with speed on the right wing. Crashes in towards the net. No room for a shot, but he still got it. Shot from the far side now, answered by Markoulis. Feed over to the near side. In away shot saved by Markoulis, and they come back to the far side. Reset there by Zimmerman. Looking to Rieger. That pass intercepted by Rook. Stays into the corner here, looking out in front. Instead, it comes up top to Patatovic. Patatovic unable to keep that in. Now reset by Kai Inouye near side. Heads up as he's able to feed it over to Rieger. He dumps in on the flip. Up top, Patatovic. Patatovic looking out in front. That one's knocked away. A rebound shot from Zimmerman misses wide. Hofstra needing to get it out of the zone, and they do with Jordan Cox. Nice feed into Buglione. Nico Buglione is in. He's stuffed by the pad of Rodriguez. Another chance on a breakaway for Hofstra as this one goes down for icing, but a second breakaway opportunity. This one stonewalled by Aaron Rodriguez. A great setup from Jordan Cox, finding the freshman Nico Buglione, streaking in all alone. And the freshman from Belmore Merrick High School still looking for his first goal of the season, and the former Bulldog still held off the score sheet. A chance up the other end for Gavin Rieger, but he can't touch it down in an onside position. He lets it go back into the attacking end in deep. Hofstra trying to get it out of there. Egan can't hold that in along with Inouye, and that is touched down. I believe that was an offside call, and it was against Rutgers here for another whistle. 4:57 to go here in the first. Hofstra wins the draw, needing to clear it out of the zone now after the win. Matarazzo there for the Pride, but that's pinned back in again by Wright. This one on target to Markoulis. He plays it off to Rob Criscolo. Back on the near side here, Skiba. Delayed that rush for Hofstra for a few moments. Matarazzo hit down hard to the ice by the aggressive check of Adrian Skiba. Physicality ramping up as Matarazzo wants to return the favor. Right. Pass into the glove of the intended receiver, Rhodes. Carried in by Rutgers. Shot from the far side. Skiba's effort. Gloved by Markoulis for another whistle. 4:20 left to go in the first. Pride have had the best chances to score in this one. 2 breakaway opportunities for Brendan Yerkes and Nico Buglione, but we remain scoreless. Danny McCardle Goes back behind his net here, linking up with his D-unit partner in Dylan Kinzer. They wait for the rush forward. It comes on the near side. Kinzer, cross-size feet. This gets around the defender. Now some room in deep. Here's Camp Kelly. He fires wide of the net. Other that was McCardle. Another chance in behind the Rutgers D. Quick wrister from the near side. That one fired on by Yerkes. Gloved by Rodriguez for another whistle. About the third chance on a breakaway for Hofstra. This one for the D-man, Danny McCardle, in behind the D. But his shot wide of the target. Rodriguez doing a good job with his positioning, taking the net away, not giving McCardle much to shoot at. Shot from the point, Kinzer's effort partially blocked by his own man and Kelly. He'll redo the face-off at the other side of the ice now on the right side. Sent back to the point in Kinzer after the face-off win for the Pride. Met down low by Wright for Rutgers. Initial clear-out attempt fails. Now finds a man near side in David Vaisberg. Vaisberg on the move with Hoppler. Christian Hoppler dumps this one in and deep. Bounce off the boards, allows it to roll on to the stick of Kinzer. His attempted clear can't hit the man. This one deflected on in front, saved by Markoulis. Rebound fired wide of the net. Hoppler parking himself in front again, in front of the Hofstra netminder. Back up top for a shot. Markoulis the save. Rebound to the far side after Vaisberg's effort fizzled out. Another one in front, blocked away by Kinzer. Feed towards the net. Stick save Markoulis. He fizzles out that pass in front, looking to Hoppler, and shuts down that attempt for Rutgers for another whistle. 3:05 left, period one. Pride put that starting unit back out there with Jordan Cox at the center dot. Facing off against Zimmerman. Zimmerman wins the draw, set up for the one-time wrister from Rieger. Another good save from Markoulis. Rematch at the dot between Zimmerman and Cox. Zimmerman wins again. Reset back to Rieger. His shot blocked away. Now the Pride trying for the shovel pass forward to Buglione. He's got it, but he's sealed off by two Rutgers defenders. Able to set it towards the net. Rodriguez there. And a face-off down at the attacking end for Hofstra. Cox wanting to win this one, keep the pressure on. But it's another win for Zimmerman for Rutgers as he clears out immediately out to center. Dean Rosa able to feed that one on to Buglione. He dumps it back in and fed in the corner to Jake Rook. Rook hit to the wall by the physical play of Tim Downs. Rosa back on at center ice. Poked away from him, then fed on to Zimmerman. He's got a one-on-one here. Zimmerman rips one. Blocker stop Markoulis as it comes all the way to the point. Zimmerman on it in the corner. Working out towards the middle. Nothing there. Back to the right wing. Lost handle of it, and Hofstra able to clear. Pass behind Rook. Now reset over with Buglione, but that stalls out with the physical play of Grantis Muzaretis. Egan chips this around the Hofstra defender, Rosa. Sent around the boards. Downs tries to poke that down at the blue line. That move fails. Rieger needs the reset. Nice move by Gavin Rieger around Cox. Rieger rips one wide of the net. Back down low. Wraparound try. That's blocked down. Spinning shot from Zimmerman. Blocked again by Hofstra. Doing a good job of getting bodies in the way. Not allowing these one-time opportunities in front of Spiro Markoulis. Rieger carries back in for Rutgers. His pass intercepted by James Van Aaron, then taken right back for Rutgers. Skiba holds on the near side. Pass up top. Gloved by Tim Downs. Then wrapped around the boards to Zimmerman. Behind the net, it's Jamie Zimmerman. Looking for some help down there. He ends off in the corner. Looking back up top, Downs races to the point, but can't hold it in. Hofstra gets a break there with the whistle. They can change all five skaters with a minute 57 left to go. Pardon, minute 51. Or that's what they're That's what's on the board right now. The officials conferring with the scorers table to see if that is the right time. We had a quite different time here on the score bug. They do take a couple seconds off, down to a minute 31. Pretty much splitting the difference between our time and theirs, as the face-off is won by Hofstra, but Rutgers race to the puck first. Attempted clear near side, held in by the Scarlet Knights. Look for some room out in front. Comes up to the top to Kai Inouye. Inouye looking for some space. Shot sent towards the net. That's blocked by Del Panino. Then Hofstra clears this one out. Steered into the corner by James Van Aaron. Inouye on it for Rutgers. Feeding to the far side. Linking up with a man there in Thomas Rhodes. Touched ahead by Adrian Skiba. This one comes all the way down to the Hofstra end boards. Nice work by Van Aaron, creating some space. Looking on the breakout. That's kicked down by Casola, but now he turns on the afterburners and cancels out the icing. Casola sealed to the boards by Inouye as this one comes in deep. 40 seconds left to go in the first. Nice move on the left wing with Dominic Pankey. Pankey skates inside, knocked down, draws a penalty as this one comes in deep. Hofstra touch up, and the first power play of the game belongs to Rutgers. Call is a slash against Chris Del Panino. Sends one of the top D-men to the box and sends Rutgers to the power play. Not been a strong go of things for their first 3 games for Rutgers on the man advantage unit. Just 1 for 11. Hofstra did allow a power play goal last night to end a good run of games without allowing a man-up goal, as there was a setup on the far side, a swing and a miss from Rieger. Hofstra tried to clear it out, but it ends up in their own bench. Faceoff stays in the defensive end. 20.3 seconds left to go, period 1. The lone power play goal of the season was scored by Christian Hoppler. No coincidence there, quite often playing in that bumper spot. Not out on the ice right now. No, he is. He's on that right wing on the faceoff, but now parking himself in front of net. Inouye looking out in front. Deflection try from Hoppler. Markoulis able to gobble that one up, and now pushing and shoving in front of net, right in front of Markoulis, who's trying to get out of there. As a stick goes flying. And the referees seem like they're going to call a penalty of some sort here, see if they even things up. As they're escorting Hoppler, and it looks to be Kinzer to the box. That is the case. They'll get 2 each for roughing. They'll stick with the 5-on-4 in favor of Rutgers with 10.3 to go, period 1. After 2 of their top D-men in the penalty box here. Not exactly how you draw this penalty kill up. Face-off win for Zimmerman. He scores! Jamie Zimmerman, a laser on the wrister. Power play strike at the end of period 1. Just so explosive off the dot here, taking this face-off against Jordan Cox. We see it here. Just pokes it right through the wickets and immediately wrists one top shelf past Markoulis. Just nobody really set for Hofstra. After that face-off win, Markoulis trying to get down to the butterfly, but ends up going over his shoulder. For the 5th goal of the season for Zimmerman, this first on the power play for him, and a goal at the end of the period sends Rutgers to the locker room up by 1 on Hofstra here on Pink the Rink Day. These last-minute goals can be a backbreaker. We'll see if Hofstra can come back with a strong push in period 2 here at the Freeport Rec Center on the Long Island Sports Network. We welcome you back into the Freeport bubble here on Long Island, New York. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights over the Hofstra Pride after the first period of play. It took them all about 19 minutes and 50-plus seconds to get that first goal, but Jamie Zimmerman, an unassisted goal right off the face-off to restart a power play in the attacking zone, poked it through the legs of Jordan Cox, then ripped it past Spiro Markoulis to get the Scarlet Knights on the board just before the end of the first period, and also ended that frame with a 14-6 lead on the shot tally counter. So Rutgers back here for period two, fresh off that power play goal, trying to tack on another, perhaps a few goals against Spiro Markoulis, even though that's no easy task. Meanwhile, Hofstra trying to make a comeback effort, as they've done a few times this season. But period two, historically, has not treated them extremely well. Pink the Rink game getting ready to resume here from the Freeport Rec Center as we're underway for the middle frame. It's a face-off win for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Patapovic feeds to the far side, and they dump it in off the touch-in from Cameron Egan. Back down into the corner for the Scarlet Knights. Looking out in the middle. That one's knocked away. Back into the corner for Rutgers. Egan looking for the pass into the middle. Looks out in front. Found its way to Gavin Rieger, but now taken back by Hofstra. The nice dangle around on the far side move. Casola just failed to move past the last man as this one dumped in again by the Pride near side corner. Kai Inoue from behind his own net for Rutgers, looking to make some progress up the far side to clear. Then that's handed right back to Zimmerman on the near side as Rutgers organized that move forward with Egan. Cameron Egan works against Dean Rosa down low for the Hofstra defense. Egan tied up there against the D-man Rosa. Patapovic can't hold that one in on the near side, so Ivan Patapovic has to reset from his own side. Fresh off the bench, Buglione, a chance to play that puck. This one dumped in by the Pride from the wrong side of center. Aloisio got a little bit over eager, so an icing call against Hofstra sends things back at the defensive end with the first whistle of period two. This is the third game of three this weekend, 3 straight days with a contest for Hofstra to play. Still looking for their first win of this 3-game set, win number 2 of this long homestand. First win of the season officially came against the New Haven Chargers a few weekends ago. Avery Acuna resets this in his own end. Works over with Owen Hogan. Hogan looking for Pankey. That's taken away by Jake Rook. Couldn't move in with the late offside call against Hofstra. That allows the Scarlet Knights to work it forward with Daniel Wright. Wright's pass couldn't find a man. It's sent right back to him. Right back over to Acuna. Returns it to Wright. Looking for some room on the near side. That finds a pass over across as it's taken in by Rutgers and stripped away by Hofstra defense. Not finding any room to clear this one out are the Pride. As Rook stalled out at the blue line. The take back in for Dominic Pankey. Pankey shoved down to the ice by the check of Nick Aloisio. Pankey's still on it. Aloisio guiding him closely to the boards. Take it back by Hofstra. They try to wrap it around the wall. That one held in. Good play by Acuna. Feed out in front. Sticks tied up. Take it back by Rutgers. Here's a shot high and over the net on the look from David Vaisberg. Feed back out in front again. Markoulis able to find that laying on the ice. Get his trapper on top of it as more pushing and shoving happens in front of the Hofstra netminder. Been a physical game, this one, and that playing no exception because of the continuance of play. The official signal for the face-off. First signal was for it to leave the attacking zone. Bit of punishment there for Rutgers, and that does seem to be the case here, at least on the first signal. Now the official's talking things over. Jordan Cox out there to eavesdrop in on the conversation along with Gavin Rieger. We talk about where the faceoff is going, and it is to send the faceoff out in front of the Rutgers bench out of their attacking end. Someone not too happy with that call on the Rutgers bench. That turns out to be a moot point as Rieger carries it back in again. Rieger fighting for possession with Cox. Cox gets on it and able to clear that one down off a deflection, no icing. Out to play it from behind his own net is Aaron Rodriguez. His first action of the second frame. Worked ahead by David Vaisberg. Tape to tape to Hoppler. Back across and carried in by Inouye. Behind the back, up top to Hoppler. Walks inside, looking for the one-time setup to Rieger. Screen in front of him from Chris Colo broke that play up. Hoppler from the top, feed across, kicked down by Vaisberg, poked away from him by Kinzer over on the far side. Reset at the point, player down to a knee, poked ahead, and a chance to work forward here from Nico Buglione. Didn't like what he saw, end of his shift anyways, so he just swoops it into the zone and goes to the bench for a change. Christian Hoppler on the move from center, knocked down by the hip check of Jordan Cox. Then a stick knocked away. Rieger walks inside. The dangle across, looking for Vaisberg. He sends it back up top towards Zimmerman. Now the take back from Inouye. Guy Inouye along the boards. Feeds back to Vaisberg, trying to set up Zimmerman for the one-timer. Comes back to David Vaisberg. Saucer feed across the point, looking to Inouye. Knocked off of his stick, and then Hofstra clears this one down. Scarlet Knights slow things down in their defensive end. Now carried in on the right side by Jamie Zimmerman. Only goal of the game is his as he looks for another win on the jam-in attempt. Ran out of room against Markoulis. Knocking that one out in front. That's cleared down by Matt Casola. Second stick away here and play out of the box for Hofstra. That was Dean Rosa. Long move through center, knocked away. Looking to move forward, Matt Matarazzo. Up top to Chris Colo. Chris Colo's shot blocked and into the netting in front of the scoreboard for a whistle and a stoppage of play here. 14:54 to go. It was Rosa given a cross-checking penalty. It kind of eluded our sight there. But Pride kill it off. Now 1 for 2 on the PK tonight. Face-off win for Hofstra. The shot from McCardle blocked. Then the Scarlet Knights able to clear, and Michael Panacheri chases after it. Pancheri looking towards the net. Blocker down by Markoulis. Back on the far side to Casola. Pancheri fighting for possession along the far side wall. That's intercepted on the move back to the point by Van Aaron. He chases it down, wins the race there. Good work. Beating out the defender in downs. Kicked out towards the front of the net, blocked away by Muzaretis. Looking back on the far side, now to the near. It's a pass looking to Hughes on the right wing, fails. Hofstra with the puck. Matarazzo trapped along the boards, feeds it to Van Aaron. Long pass looking across the ice. Muzaretis able to intercept that one with the glove. Difficulties leaving the zone for Hofstra as they do it again on the intercept from Muzaretis. Muzaretis walks inside, looking to the back post. Couldn't find anything there. This one cleared high off the glass. Now carried ahead by Brendan Yerkes. Yerkes allowing his team to change as he wraps this one around his shot block. Kept in at the point by Kinzer. Kinzer long-range effort, glove save by the netminder Rodriguez. Redirected to the near side and flipped out to center. McCardle back towards the net, a stick save from Rodriguez. That one ends up off the roof and out of play. An offensive zone face-off coming up for Hofstra with 13:37 left to go in period number 2. It's the Schnatter line out there for Hofstra. Joey Schnatter getting ready to take this face-off up against Dominic Pankey for Rutgers. Pankey winning the puck drop there as the puck forced in down low. Good work by Yerkes to send it along the boards for a battle. Pankey takes it out of that scrum for Rutgers, but a heads-up play by Cam Kelly dumps it in for the Pride. Avery Acuna back on it near side for Rutgers. Looking to break out of the zone now as he sends across. The chop down at center. Creates some space for Hoppler. Got a one-on-one against Aloisio. He breaks through, and then looking on the near side. That one taken away by the pad of Markoulis. Attempted shot blocked away by Hofstra as they flip this one towards the other end of the ice. Wright having to play this one off the deflection. Goes back behind the net, links up with Acuna. Bounce off the boards, couldn't find Hoppler as he collides there with the Hofstra attacker near side and Kelly. Kelly trying to knock it ahead for himself, but instead some room up the other way for Christian Hoppler. Flips this one back behind the net as he heads to the bench. Acuna shot from the point, takes a deflection, just goes wide. That went off the skate of Pankey. Shot from the far sideboard, saved by Markoulis. Rieger trying to chop that one down along the wall, but it's knocked to the near side instead. Yerkes looking to link up with Schnatter near side. Can't find him there, but it works as a dump in. The forwards change up for Hofstra. Good intercept by Buglione. Already in the attacking end, knocks down low. Line change can be completed. Egan holds far side, just able to guide that out to center. And good speed from Rieger. Gavin Rieger carries in, looks for the shot. That's snatched up by Markoulis. Another good save from Spiro Markoulis, keeping this just a one-goal game near the mid-stage of the period, mid-stage of the hockey game as well. Face off to the senior goaltender's left. It's a win for Hofstra, but they can't clear. Sent back towards the goal mouth. Hughes goes down low here, linking up with Panchery. Calling for the pass near side. Kai Inouye, he has it. Inouye back behind the net. Finds Panchery there. Panchery trying to look for the centering feed. That's blocked away. Now held up on the near side corner. Good reverse check thrown by the Hofstra D-man. But the clear-out attempt fails. It's moved back down low to Michael Panchery. Panchery looking for space out in front, and a whistle there. As the near side referee's arm goes up. And we'll see what the call is here, but the initial signal looks like a Rutgers penalty. And it's contact to the head called against Adrian Skiba. So a power play for Hofstra for at least the next 2 minutes. See if it was incidental contact or purposeful. And it's incidental, so it's just the two. But Hofstra gets a look on the power play, their first of the game. We were held scoreless on the power play last night. Dropping down to a 22% clip on the season. McCardle works near side to the shot from Chris Colo. Rebound on the backhanded shot. Saved by Rodriguez. That was a great look in front for Kinzer. Meanwhile, the PK for Rutgers, they've also seen their fair share of struggles. Just 5 for 9 on the PK to start their campaign. Allowed a flurry of power play goals in their first few contests. But so far, the discipline has been pretty good up until that contact to the head minor. Near side reset, up top to McCardle. Flip back to Van Aren with space. He had his stick deflected. That took some steam off the shot. The long flip down the ice. Winning the race there was Rutgers, but it was played with a high stick. Rather, no, it was a penalty on the near side. So Patapovic heads off, and it's a 5-on-3 power play for Hofstra. It was a cross-check call there that sends him to the box. And now an extended look for the Pride. A minute 25 with the 5-on-3. Pride were burned on a 5-on-3 power play against them, against Ramapo. See if they can put the shoe on the other foot here today. Matarazzo sends back to the point to McCardle. Back across here near side. Then to the far. That's held there. Back up top to McCardle. Not finding any way to send it towards the net. Held up top by the freshman D-man. McCardle's shot blocked by Pantry. Rebound sent across. Rodriguez got to that. That's sent to the far side wall. Cleared out by Rutgers. Now they have a shorthanded rush. Inouye rips for one. That one's off the chest of Markoulis. Now some room up the other way. They've got a 4-on-1. Carried in by Van Aaron. Van Aaron across. Great sliding block by Avery Acuna and cleared out. Acuna doing everything he can there on defense. Outnumbered 3-4-1, but still able to block the pass away. Matarazzo carries it back inside for Hofstra. Hand over. Some room to Cox. Trying to Cox rips one. Stick save for Rodriguez. Still out loose, but now Rodriguez carries it and snatches it up. Still 25 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. We crossed the midpoint of this hockey game. 9:16 to go, period 2. Face off to the right of Aaron Rodriguez. Still whitewashing the Pride. Face off win. Back up top for a shot. Glove save on the long-range effort from Nico Buglione. That was a set play, most definitely for Hofstra. Win that face-off, get it to a solid shot from Buglione. Still looking for his first goal of the year. Rutgers win the face-off this time. That's knocked down by Buglione, but he can't hold it in. Hofstra has to race to reset here, take advantage of the last few seconds of this 5-on-3. Buglione on the left wing. Seems the heat coming from Hogan. Is held in by Jake Rook. Rook back up top to Chris Colo. He's got a big slap shot. Instead, passes over near side. Here's a wrister from Casola, saved. Casola has it high slot. One man out of the box. Chris Colo, a slapper. That's saved by Rodriguez. Directed back towards the net by Del Panino. Gone out in front, and then cleared down by Rutgers. Still a few seconds to go on the 5-on-4 now. Back to the near side. As that one looking out in front to Buglione. Some heat coming from Smythe. He ties him up on the far side. Now it's carried in by Matt Casola before he's tied up, and that's cleared down by Vincent Smythe. Penalty is over. The 5-on-3 killed. So is the 5-on-4. Rutgers with 5 skaters back out there. And they're immediately going a man down. Tim Downs right in front of the official gets a cross-check in on Matt Casola. So they're able to get another chance here. All right, after the long penalty killed off by Rutgers, they head back to the PK. That penalty plain as day. And Downs knew it immediately. Was trying to go for a check in on Casola, but he was tumbling down to the ice. Drawing that cross-checking minor. Puck collected near side by the Pride. Handed up top to McCardle. Danny McCardle walks the blue line. Feeds over to Van Aaron. Rips a shot. Blocker save Rodriguez. Over to the far side. Resetting his Hofstra with Matarazzo. To Cox. Up top McCardle. Hands off to Van Aaron. Then back to McCardle at the stripe. Oh, he was looking for the setup to Van Aaron with some room right wing. That one failed, but McCardle holds it in. Pass back across. Looking to Van Aaron, that same setup, but he couldn't receive the pass. Looking out in front to Kinzer, playing that bumper position. Feed up top to McCardle, just out of his reach a little bit, so he circles back up top at the point. Danny McCardle tries a shot. Glove save Rodriguez. He fumbled it for a second, but still got the quick whistle from the official. Rutgers doing a really good job of keeping everything on the perimeter here on the PK, not allowing Hofstra to move inside. They're blocking off those lanes. Pretty much everything up at the point with McCardle. Comes back to him again, and then they apply the pressure. They break through the pressure of Jamie Zimmerman. Back on the near side, feeding across, looking for the link-up play with Cox. He committed a little bit too early on the rush, but holds it in. Touchdown by Matarazzo, high slot. Now over to the left wing, and the setup down low to Cox. Jordan Cox leaves it over to Dylan Kinzer. Spins off the check, hands up top. Matarazzo to Kinzer, one more down low to Cox. Cox tries to jam it in near far side. That one's stuffed off by Rodriguez. At the point, McCardle. Back to the near side, Van Aaron. Shot takes a deflection. Nobody there in the slot to take advantage. As Rutgers buy some time, clear it down, and the tape-to-tape pass to Jamie Zimmerman there. Now the puck taken in by Hofstra. Carried in by the Pride. They look for the wraparound. Nothing there against Aaron Rodriguez. Held up on the near side and play whistle dead. Another penalty coming up here. This one against the Pride, though. It's Jordan Cox, the guilty party. A cross-check against Cox ends that Hofstra power play a little bit prematurely. A few seconds of 4-on-4 time. About 12 seconds to be exact, and then a shortened power play for Rutgers. They are 1 for 2 here today. Wraparound with Egan. He spins, gives down low there, looking to reset on the far side. Hofstra gets possession. Casola looking to clear out as the PK begins. Walked around at the point with Owen Hogan. Hogan goes down low. Some heat coming from the D-man in Del Panino. Up top, Patapovic. Ivan Patapovic just kept that onside, moves it into the slot. No room for a shot for Pankey. Spins over to the wall. Hit it down low here. Good seal to the boards. That one done by Rob Criscolo. Pride can't clear. Comes back down low with Pankey. Pankey back to the near side, held there by Hogan. Back to Pankey, looks towards the net, tied up by Criscolo. Pankey still on it. Then a poke check by Del Panino, forces it loose, but not clear. Owen Hogan resets near side corner. Big check throw in there by Criscolo, where the puck stays in. Egan hands over to Hogan. Hogan drives towards the net. Poke checked away by Markoulis, and then guided out of the zone by Buglione. He races towards the bench as the puck cleared down. Pride only get the forwards off. The D-men have to stay out there. Pass across, blocked down by Criscolo. It stays in the one time, they score! Gavin Rieger fires it home on a beautiful setup play. Lead double for Rutgers. See here, the carry in from Vaisberg goes down low, draws all the eyes away from the slot, but able to just thread the needle on the pass in front to Gavin Rieger. Able to fire it home. The second power play goal of the afternoon for the Scarlet Knights. A beautiful pass from Vaisberg. Nothing that Markoulis could do on the pinpoint accurate shot. First assist of the year for David Vaisberg. Meanwhile, the second goal for Rieger as this centering feed cut out against the Pride. Comes back up to the top to Aloisio. Mentioned the struggles on the power play coming into this game for Rutgers, but that has gone completely by the wayside here this afternoon. 2 power play goals in 3 attempts, and what's looking to be a really well-oiled unit. Dean Rosa dumps this one back in for Hofstra, now trailing by 2 goals, while still looking for their first of the contest. In fact, they've been held to 2 goals all weekend now, nearing about 160 minutes of play. Rieger fed across here, but that one deflected down. Now carried inside by Zimmerman. Jamie Zimmerman flips it towards the net, hoping to get that one back. Markoulis holds on to it. Officials giving him ample amount of time to see if he wants to play it or not. And the answer was an emphatic no. Markoulis keeps the trapper on top for the defensive zone faceoff. 3:30 left to go, period 2. And Rutgers just extended their lead with another power play strike, this one from Gavin Rieger. Scarlet Knights win the faceoff again. Vaisberg sends in deep. Had the setup, and a beautiful setup at that. On the second goal of the game, shot from the near side, and Pankey sticked away by Markoulis, up and out of play. We'll get a defensive zone faceoff again for the Pride. Held down low in the corner from Danny McCardle after the faceoff win, but not easy to clear that puck out. Now it is taken out. The attempted move and the breakout. Looking for Buglione. That one didn't quite work to the Pride's liking. Carried down the ice by Pankey. Dominic Pankey gets around the check feed out in front. Looking for the tip in, and it was that man again, Christian Hoppler, in a vulnerable area, but missed wide on the tip. Back in front to Hoppler. He scores! He'd been waiting for it all game. Now Hoppler has a well-deserved goal. He'd been in that spot pretty much all night long. This is the setup from Grantis Muzaretis. And then over to Pankey, just able to steer it over. The great pass, and he fires it past Markoulis. Another look here. Pankey just lets it go by, and that was a wise decision with Hoppler waiting for it. And then rips it past the Hofstra netminder. Really none of these 3 goals for Markoulis has he stood any semblance of chance. It's been tape-to-tape passing for Rutgers, especially moving the puck into the slot. Been more on the Hofstra defense here, needing to put bodies on these players, waiting for the tap in. Pride looking for a lane towards the front. Comes over to Cox. He rips one. That was a great look, but an even better save from Aaron Rodriguez. With the goal for Hoppler, his second of the season. It's now a 3-0 lead for Rutgers. 2 in a row for them here in period 2. And again, goes towards that narrative that period 2 has not been the Pride's friend. Been outscored heavily. The next broadcast here on the Long Island Sports Network for Hofstra. I have to get you the exact figures, but if you can pinpoint anything, it could definitely be the middle frame that has made things difficult, as here's an odd man rush. This one fired on, saved by Markoulis. Got the second one as well. Markoulis stonewalling Griffin Josefek, as now he scoops up the loose puck and gets the whistle. But Josefek, a great chance on a 2-on-1 to make it a 4-0 lopsided game. But Markoulis doing what he does best, keeping Hofstra in it. Set up on the one-time. Rieger stuffed by the pad of Markoulis. As this one cleared down by Hofstra, and that's an icing call. Reset things here with 1:51 to go, period 2. Zimmerman, the face-off win for Rutgers. Patapovich back at the point. That's poked away by Van Aaron, then tripped up. That's a penalty. One could argue, if that was a little bit further down the ice, could argue for a penalty shot. That could have been a breakaway opportunity, but instead, the Pride head back to the power play for the fourth time tonight. Patapovich for the trip, but that's one that you don't really mind taking if you're Rutgers. Put a struggling power play unit out there instead of giving a breakaway opportunity to one of the best shots on the team in James Van Aaron. Pride win the face-off, but can't find any way to establish the zone. Michael Pantry clears this down for Rutgers. Race to it from Smythe, but he's beaten out by Jordan Cox. Hofstra 0 for 3 on the power play. That included a long 5-on-3 opportunity. Van Aaron wraps down low. Comes up top to McCardle. Rips a shot, takes a deflection in front, then just wide of Rodriguez's net. Power play time would spill over to the third period if the Pride can't score. The difficulties continue on the man advantage. This one cleared down by Rutgers. The forechecking pressure nearly forces a turnover. This one stays at the side of the net. Hofstra poke it away and avoid disaster. McCardle. This one fed into his skates and then turned over to Smythe. Pride can't get out of their own zone while shorthanded at the moment. McCardle resetting down low, finding more space there, and now motoring through center with Matt Matarazzo. Matarazzo carries in on the left wing. Dump around to the near side. Nobody really there at the moment, but McCardle able to win the race. Feed it down low into the corner to Del Panino. To the far side. Looking for some space. Van Aaron hands into the corner. Matarazzo, nice saucer feed to Cox. Cox tries a slapper. That's blocked by Egan. A rebound sent out in front by McCardle. That one stuffed by the netminder Aaron Rodriguez. Still doing some outstanding work in this one with 2.6 seconds left to go in the second. Still a few seconds that would tick over for Hofstra to begin the third on the power play. Unless they're able to do something just like Jamie Zimmerman did for Rutgers, the same spot of the ice. That was at the end of the first period. Pankey drops back here. Playing some games with Hughes. As that faceoff won by Hofstra, they try the shot. That's blocked away by the latest goal scorer in Christian Hoppler to end the second period. A dominant second frame for Rutgers. They stretch out their lead. It's now 3-0 Scarlet Knights after 2 here on the Long Island Sports Network. Ready to go for period 3 between the Pride and Scarlet Knights. It's Rutgers with a 3-0 advantage. After the first 40 minutes, Pride have been held scoreless, but have the reigning remnants of a power play to begin period 3. They win the opening faceoff, try to use these last few seconds of the man advantage to set something up on the attack, still looking for their first goal. Van Aaron looks to the near side, hands up top to Cox. Player leaving the box for Rutgers as the puck comes to the near side, deflected towards the net by Kinzer. But an early stop by Rodriguez. It might have been going wide, and now room at the back for Rieger. Rieger's in. It skims off the post and wide. The shot from the near side again, saved by Markoulis. Another one jammed in. Markoulis stops it up top to Muzaradis. Muzaradis' effort blocked by the man in front for Hofstra, and then back out to center. Rieger on the take back in an offside position for an early whistle here, period number 3. Looking ahead for this Hofstra Pride team, they have a much-needed weekend off coming up next weekend. Able to take advantage of some of the Halloween festivities around campus, no doubt. Then back in action the following week, finally ending this long 8-game homestand with a road game. They take on Farmingdale State on Friday, November 1st. That one not too far of a road trip, just heading up to Islanders Iceworks in Syosset. And then back here at the Freeport Bubble for Saturday matchup, the first ever game against Stevens Tech. That one being broadcast live, as is the Farmingdale game on the Long Island Sports Network. This one brought in, looking towards the middle is Hoppler. Hoppler's effort jammed up high and over the net. Hoppler back in the corner, knocked away from him by Cam Kelly. Comes back behind the net, guided along, but taken away from Dominic Pankey. Now back on the near side, kicked along by Kelly. Hoppler beats him to it there, able to set it back over to David Vaisberg. Vaisberg knocks it over to right in behind the D, rips one, saved by Markoulis, ends up on the boards. Far side, kept into Hughes. Hughes into the corner. Looking out in front for the one-time setup to Hughes, swing and a miss. Hughes back on it, now rips one. Blocker stop Markoulis. Behind the net, sent there by Daniel Wright. Pride go off the boards, finding Chris Colo, but the Scarlet Knights hold it in. Sent over, looking towards Wright. That one missed him. Back over the near side boards, Hofstra not able to clear. Good keep in by Rutgers. Wright looking across the net. That one missed everyone. Comes out to Kelly. A long pass down the ice, going to miss everyone. But Brendan Yerkes going down to chase it. Rodriguez out of his crease. Sends over to the far side. The bump pass set beautifully over to Adrian Skiba. Skiba rips one towards the net. Easy blocker stop for Markoulis. This one sent to the far side, met there by Cox. Held in. Good work by the stick of Ryan Downs. Now Hofstra able to break through and send it down the ice, carried forward by Jake Rook. This one bounces off the glass, stays into the Hofstra zone, but then flip past Dean Rosa down the ice. Not enough on it for icing, forcing Aloisio to play it from his own end. Rosa gets around a check. As it says, handed to the far side, dumped in by Jake Rook. Back to the far side wall to Ryan Downs for Rutgers. Good work by the stick of Hogan, keeping that away from his opposite, number 4, in Jake Rook, as this one sent down the ice by Rutgers. Facing up the far side is Hofstra. Long puck sent towards the net. Rodriguez watches it go past his cage. Now into the corner. Good checks thrown there. Leaves the puck along the near side half wall. Rutgers trying to organize a clear. They finally find some room with Owen Hughes, or rather Hogan. Owen Hogan dumps this in opposite corner. Puck sent towards the front of the net. That misses wide. Hogan able to jump on that puck, keep it alive at the point. Hogan dances around. Nice work done by him. Spins, looks for some help. Patapovic making himself available at the point. Forced into a turnover by Buglione. Good work by the young forward. This one taken ahead by Hofstra, with Kelly getting off of a check there against the board. Still sticks in there on the forecheck. This one held in deep by Van Aaron. Van Aaron looking out in front. Player sprawling to the ice. Just broke that pass up in front of Casola. Up top. Now back to Casola near side boards. Rips one across the ice. That's blocked by Patapovic. Into the corner with Matarazzo for Hofstra. Forced off of it by Kai Inoue. And Inoue breaking clear, looking to Smythe. That pass in his skates a little bit. Allows Danny McCardle to keep it for Hofstra. Royce Dixon Child chasing after this one in the defensive zone, but that one sticks in. Held back on the near side, looking for some space. It's Casola with possession now, trying to carry forward. Player sprawling to the ice, set up for a shot from Schnatter. That misses over the net. Look for space now as it comes back into center ice. Settled down, move to Royce Dixon Child. His pass, looking through the middle, able to connect with Casola. He's got it on the right wing. Casola lost his balance there, but able to move it down low, looking out in front, and missed everyone's stick, and now take it clear by Rutgers. With speed now, it's Rieger. Rieger seating across, beautiful setup, but then just losing on the stick handle was Zimmerman. Did everything right until they tried the shot. Fresh off the bench, Hoppler. Bouncing puck ends up in the grasp of Markoulis for a whistle with 13:56 left in a 3-0 game. Rutgers out in front. Meanwhile, for Rutgers, they don't get the benefit of a day off, and in fact, or a weekend off. In fact, they have their busiest slate yet coming up next weekend by playing 2 games. Hofstra is going to wave that off and pretty much dismiss that. But first time they play 2 games in a weekend. They take on Rowan University on the road on Friday night. As this puck sent across, good save Markoulis on the setup to Hoppler. They play Rowan on Friday night on the road, then a home game against Fairfield and the Stags on Saturday. It's cleared out by Hofstra all the way back to Avery Acuna. Acuna dangles through, the backhanded dump back into the zone. The Scarlet Knights starting to get into that full swing of things here after easing themselves into the campaign and are set up for win number 2 to their first 4 games. They set up with 5 points to their first 4 as well. This kicked ahead by Hoppler, met there by the defensive stick of Dean Rosa for Hofstra, and knocked up the near side towards Yerkes, but out of his reach, and taken back by Rutgers. Hoppler back up the far side, looking to dangle towards the net. His shot blocked away by the skate of Rosa. Settles down again to Vaisberg. Vaisberg out in front towards Hoppler. He rings the crossbar. Good look for Hoppler for his second of the game. Now gets back on it on the takeaway. Blocked away on his shot towards the net. Vaisberg fakes the slapper. Now resets it across. Here's a chance for Wright. His shot blocked by Rosa. This touchdown by a high stick for Hofstra. Then the Rutgers Scarlet Knights choose to play it. Hofstra able to clear on the desperation poke by Cam Kelly. Yerk sticks out there on the forecheck, but Wright breaks through that. Bounces over towards the open bench door for Rutgers, but somehow stays out of that. This kick forward again by Hofstra, but Rutgers with possession and on the stick of Avery Acuna. Markoulis nearly forced into a turnover. Back up top, their shot from Hughes. Hughes' effort goes wide. Back on the near side, looking for the pass out in front. Bounces off a couple of skates. Back to the near side to Inoue. Inoue dances out into the high slot. Looking for the backhanded shot. That one's taken away by Hofstra. And working up the right side is Jordan Cox. Gets off the check of Hughes. Chens in for the shot. That one misses high and wide. Avery Acuna got to the passing lane to block it away with a sprawl. And then was able to put himself in the way of that shot, take it away. Best look of the third period for Hofstra there. Player tumbles down right on the puck. They get it out from underneath Van Aren and keep it alive with Owen Hogan. Hogan looking near side to Smythe. Inouye sends it in deep for Hofstra. Looking back on the near side boards. The attempted move around on Inouye. It's sent back out in front towards Hogan, but he can't get to that one. Now Hofstra goes on the counterattack. This one dumped in by Dylan Kinzer. Take it behind the net. And now looking for space on the near side. Casola sends up top to the point. Sent over for the shot from Van Aren. That's blockered down by Rodriguez. Rebound goes off of him as well. Kinzer back at center ice. Dumps this one in. That is kicked down by Ivan Patapovic. Patapovic able to work it over towards the near side. Settled down by Smythe. And now Jamie Zimmerman goes back on the rush. Zimmerman wraps it around to the far side. Looking for some space. Double teamed there by Hofstra. Poked away from him, but Hogan there to provide some support. Owen Hogan sends back to the near side corner. Halfway point, period 3. Shot sent towards the target. Markoulis seals off the pads and puts the trapper over top for the whistle. Exactly halfway through period 3, 10 minutes left. Hofstra at this point just looking for a goal, getting momentum back in their favor for future games, if not this one. Rook takes this one clear. The move behind Yerkes, now chases it down. Yerkes touches it back. Here's a move for Schnatter. Schnatter's shot blocker down by Rodriguez. Joey Schnatter has it back along the boards. Backhanded feed back in front towards Yerkes. Yerkes tried to get it across to the back end post, but Rook wasn't there. Schnatter holds in for Hofstra, back in front to Yerkes. Yerkes' shot, kick out, stop from Aaron Rodriguez on another good look from Yerkes. Downs takes it down the ice, gets it back along the boards. From the corner, reset up top. And a long-range wrister from Grantis Mosic-Radis is stopped by Markoulis. Another save. What's been another long afternoon, or just long game for him here. He's been solid. He's done everything that the Pride could ask of him. So far to this point, making 34 saves on 37 shots. Meanwhile, the Hofstra offense have only been able to fire 20. And Rodriguez able to stop all of them. Rook sends towards the front. He was looking for the pass, setting up to Yerkes in the middle. That's taken away. And now Avery Acuna sets that up on the far side. Carried in by Dominic Pankey. Got a 2-on-1. Pankey's shot is blocked away. The rebound goes wide of the charging Hoppler. Back to the near side. Held in by Mosic-Radis. His shot ends up out of play. That pinballed off the netting, off the glass, and then behind towards the Zamboni door. They get the Thomas Rhodes line back out there to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Battle at the dot. Hofstra wins it with Jordan Cox. Attempted breakthrough to Buglione. He's got it. Nico Buglione charges forward. He's tied up there. Good defensive response by Daniel Wright, tying him up. And now it comes back down the ice the other way. Dixon Child. Rhodes shuts that pass down on the attempted move forward. Dixon Child gets back on it. He's knocked down with a physical check near side boards thrown by Skiba. Looking clear out right. Bouncing puck picked up by Pantry. Pantry looking across the ice. That lane shut down quickly by Hofstra. Pass comes out in front now. Looking for the shot. Good glove save. Markoulis on the quick wrister thrown in front by Thomas Rhodes. Fans showing their approval for the stalwart netminder and Spiro Markoulis. It's another great save, taking away a quality look in front for Rhodes on the wrister. Offense for Hofstra needs to get going. Looking for some room off the face-off for a shot. Rutgers finds nothing. Jordan Cox able to clear the zone, but then taken right back by the Scarlet Knights with Daniel Wright. Cox throws the body, left the puck behind, but Rutgers unable to work it forward, so this one dumped in by Buglione. Back at the point, shoveled along, but that's gloved down in deep. Avery Acuna looking for a way out of there, but Buglione fighting for the puck down by the corner. Owen Hogan on the take back for Rutgers, poked back away and towards Jordan Cox. Bouncing puck out in front, able to find that one in the chaos. Aaron Rodriguez covering up with a couple of Hofstra players right in his crease. .7:05 left to go here in the third period. Hofstra still looking for their first goal of the game. That won't help as a face-off win comes over to Patapovich, and he's able to flip it out. Long pass comes down towards Gavin Rieger, then his setting feet cut off by Danny McCardle. Dished over to the near side to Casola. Physical play from Inouye forces him off the puck. Hofstra needs a reset at center with Kinzer. Kinzer dumps it into the far side corner. Puck bouncing along until it finds Patapovich. Knocked down the ice again by Rutgers. Happy to just play dump and chase hockey. 3-goal lead. They feel comfortable period 3. Pride organize a move, but this pass misses Casola. Casola then puts on the afterburners, cancels out the icing. Good work by Casola as he's then steered into the boards by Patapovich. He wanted a call, not going to get one. Readjusts the bucket, and the pass came out towards the slot, intercepted. And now an odd man rush the other way for Rutgers. Here's Rieger. Rieger fires. He scores. Second goal of the game for Gavin Rieger. Seals this one for Rutgers. See here on the rush, Rieger just picks that puck up, waits for the troops to move forward, and Kinzer, you see the shrug there. He's, where did my defense go? Ends up a 1-on-3 for the Scarlet Knights, and Rieger takes it himself. A picture-perfect shot up into the top corner. Kinzer just left alone, figuring, what can I do? And then the shot just up and over. Markoulis went down to the butterfly thinking low, but instead they went high. Second goal of the game for Gavin Rieger as they try again, and they score. Faisberg pours it on for Rutgers. It's 5-0. Just brought it in immediately off the draw. Faisberg left all alone in front of Markoulis. And Markoulis was thinking near side post and ended up all alone. Nothing that he could do there once he committed to the shot. Faisberg had that beautiful assist earlier in this game on the setup on Rieger's first goal. Now this one he follows up Rieger's goal with one of his own. Third goal of the season for David Faisberg. This one covered up by Markoulis with 5:38 to go, period 3. This one has been busted open by the Scarlet Knights. 2 goals in a matter of seconds. Bringing it from 3-0, Hofstra with a chance, to a 5-0 game. Hofstra getting ready to direct their attention to that slate in a few weekends. The next weekend off is going to be a welcome change for this team. You can see fatigue clearly a factor, especially late stages of this one. Playing 3 games in as many days is a real big grind, especially playing this one now, your second game in under 24 hours. It's a backhanded steer towards the net. That one wide of Markoulis, taken back behind the goal. It'll be a tough test on the first against, as this one sent over the net on a missed shot. That test against the Farmingdale State Rams, a team that gave them plenty of troubles in their first matchup in their home opener, no less. But then the first game against Stevens Tech, that'll be a welcome challenge for Hofstra. You get a fresh foe, someone that you haven't faced before. Just a change of scenery, even though you're back here at home. But not the start that the Pride had in mind. Still just one win on the season officially, along with that tie and a shootout victory that doesn't go in the books against Jefferson Community College. Game like this, though, you do get to see some fresh faces out there as Gage Garris goes to chase this puck. But plenty of time off the head start from Moseradis. Keeps this one moving forward for Rutgers. Carried in on the far side, dangling through, but then at the last hurdle, Josephek ran out of room. Taken back by Hogan. Owen Hogan fighting for the puck. Backhander just fed her towards the net, wide of Markoulis' cage. Downs holds this in. A quick shot blocked away by the skate of Aloisio. And then Nick Aloisio clears this one out. Back to Gavin Rieger waiting in neutral. Rieger's eyes light up. He wants his hat trick. Rieger dances towards the net. Backhanded shot. Looking up top shelf again. This one missed behind the goal. Back behind, Acuna looking for some space. Avery Acuna chases it down on the near side wall. Fed back into the middle to Egan. Wrap around into the middle. Spinorama shot. Good save by Markoulis. Another one right in front. That one from Egan after the missed shot from Zimmerman. Another great save from Spiro Markoulis. And now a kick down puck. A chance down at the other end of the ice. Here comes Rook. He never got a shot away. Moseradis, a great job of recovering defensively. But now a whistle blows play dead. A little bit of a follow-up in the corner with Tim Downs heading off to the box. He stayed tied up there with Jake Rook when he was down in the corner. And it's a cross-check call that sends Hofstra back to the power play. Hofstra has not gotten anything going on the power play. Couple of looks for sure, but not really anything towards the netminder Rodriguez. They hope to see that change here as that one knocked over. Check comes in on Cox. Now fighting for it, trying to poke it ahead for himself, but good work keeping that one in the grasp of his team from Thomas Rhodes. Rhodes then taken off of it by Hofstra. Work to the near side to Cox. Cox trying to drag around his man, but instead Skiba forces him to the wall. Then into a turnover and taken up the other way by Rhodes. Rhodes moves it over to right. Still short-handed here are the Scarlet Knights as Hofstra brings the cavalry in on him, forces a turnover. Matarazzo, flip feed near side to McCardle. McCardle fires one across the ice looking for the rebound, but steered expertly over to the boards by Rodriguez. Matarazzo nowhere to go that time against Owen Hogan. Now circles back in his own end. Final 2 minutes to go in regulation. Hofstra looking for a goal that they can write home about here in the Pink the Rink game. Cox has it down low. Gets off the check, feeds out in front, bouncing puck, but covered up by Aaron Rodriguez. Great work tracking that one as it squirted over towards the far side. Some frustrations boiling over on the Hofstra bench. Just none too happy about not being able to get anything going. It's a face-off win for Rutgers, but they keep it in. The one-time try from Buglione. Save, rebound, score! Fired home by Rook, and Hofstra gets on the board. The setup feed from Buglione here just fires a shot, and then the juicy rebound left in front by Rodriguez before it's fired home by Jake Rook. His third goal of the season, first on the power play as we take a look at the ISO came at that big rebound given up by Rodriguez, allowing Rook to fire it home. The goal goes to Rook from Buglione and Chris Colo, with Nico Buglione getting that primary assist as this one dumped in by the Pride. Hofstra gets on the board. That's really what they were looking for here, something that they can really keep in and remember this game by for into the final 90 seconds. So it is official. It is Rook's goal from Buglione and from the D-man Chris Colo, making it a 5-1 game. Minute 10 seconds to go in this one. Hofstra trying to keep the puck out of the back of the net. As it comes over to the far side here, looking for some room is Smythe. Feed to the far side now, looking for a man over there, are Rutgers, but it comes down low instead to Joey Schnatter. This one cleared down the ice, and an icing call. One more whistle here, 44.1 seconds left. It's Dixon Child getting ready to take this face-off for Hofstra, and a little bit of help from his forwards. He wins it. Christian Maurer trying to work it out of the zone, but now it's worked in deep by Rutgers. Hofstra able to break that contain as Aloisio charges down the ice. It went on off a deflection, so no icing, forcing the play in near side from Rutgers. Kept in at the near side. Moved to Dean Rosa. Rosa instructed to shoot. That one's blocked by a swarm of bodies in front for Rutgers. Now they go on the counterattack. Steered out in front. The wrister goes high over the net with a look from Mozaratis. Stick knocked out of the hands of a Hofstra player. This one held in the zone for the final few seconds. And the Scarlet Knights get a resounding victory over the Pride here on Pink the Rink Night. Not the result that the Pride were looking for, but they do get a goal at the end of this one to remember it by a strike. And a really good one at that on the power play from Jake Rook. The lone goal in it for Hofstra and a 5-1 loss. Pride take next weekend off, but a road game against Farmingdale, then back at home for the first matchup against Stevens Tech. Coming up here on the Long Island Sports Network. We'll see you then. But until then, take care and have a good one.